So, this is my second podcast. Thank you to the listeners for listening in. I had hoped I would hear from you, some messages perhaps. Okay, so I need to manage my expectations, and most often I do. But I'm new to podcasting, sort of. And I'm keen to know that I'm reaching out to more people and hopefully making a difference to their lives and your lives, my listeners. It's interesting to note that the most listened to episode on my podcast was mental health and I. Perhaps everyone wanted to know how I manage my mental health and how it figures in considering the fact that I'm a life coach. But here's the thing, one doesn't learn lessons from books. One learns by one's learning curves. Now, learning curves can be steep or low depending on how much and what we learn. My learning curves were steep. Just ask my family how steep they were. My life is an open book and I have no secrets. I have always lived my life by keyhole morals, which means if I needed to hide something, it was wrong. So everything I did, I was open and honest about it. At least I like to think so. So you want to hear about my learning curves? Starting with my next episode, I'm going to cover my life in phases as I have lived them. My early years, my teen years, my early 20s, late 20s, 30s, 40s, and to today. And no, I'm not giving my age away, tempting as that is. My life and the learning curves I talked about earlier led me to the life I lead today. One that is mindful and careful about what I do, say, and think. I learned that in order for my life to be what I wanted it to be, I had to choose to do what was right for me today. No compromises on that. The last 6 years have been the worst so far. We lost our business, our home, but we still had what mattered most, our family and each other. And no matter what happened, we had to hold on to that. So while battling all our financial issues, we fought to keep our family as one united unit. When people turned their faces away, we found each other and drew strength from the fact that we had what mattered. Like I said earlier, steep learning curves. What doesn't matter is whose fault it was. What mattered was we were all in it together. 12 years ago, this would not have been true. My life choices and how I lived had caused rifts and the family was fragmented and scattered. But by God's grace, family strength and united understanding, we haven't completely got over our troubles, but we got each other to talk to. No one said life was going to be easy, and it certainly didn't come with a rule book. But it did come with its tender mercies, like my kids who are adults now, my mother who's rock solid, and a partner who's patient and understanding. If this is what I get, I'm grateful. Because I have also seen people who have big cars and big homes with very small hearts. And it's so sad because inside those big rooms, they are small, very lonely people. But guess what? They are on a learning curve too, much like I was once upon a time. And still find myself there sometimes. If we don't learn, we don't grow. It's that simple. And with this, I come to the end of this episode, cheering all of us on to more growth and more learning. So we may lead the more authentic lives we were meant to. Till the next time, this is Monisha signing out. See ya.